set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go from Lambeau. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Here's Jones again on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down. On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Dillon. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 30, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Ryan Succop for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Hey, Beto, I could have got harder, but they wanted AI plus Devin Booker.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that.
I done went crazy.
This is taken just shy of the 10, and he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6
field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point try now for Succop. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded right around the 8. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Succop for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score the Buccaneers 21, Packers nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up on Levante David. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Extra point put through by Succop. And a rout is on here in this first half. So this not what we expected. 28-0 here in the first as another kickoff is away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Jones.
Here.
Good enough for the first down. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get game.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Able to find Lazard. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Josiah DeGuara from 10 yards out. And the Packers get a bit closer.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 16 yards. And the Packers first down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Here's a give to Jones running left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Rodgers. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Mercedes Lewis, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Rodgers will throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Brady's throw taken in by Evans here. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Complete to White Evans. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Brady now on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. throw again on second down. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White, and he is going to lose yardage here. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll go for it. It's Brady. The left side completion to Jones. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Now Brady. This is caught. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, 29 yards. And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And the Buccaneers are going to take over here up near the 40. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. From the 41, Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his man. It's White. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Succop's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bucks with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. A run to begin the second half with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground with White. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bucks first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Brady gives this to White. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They run straight ahead here with White. 51 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A lane to run there is Fournette, able to get about 7 on first down. Now they'll throw with Brady. He's got it. Touchdown. Cade Otton, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Bucks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Rodgers. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he's brought down. Now Jones. going to be second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
They'll try and throw for it, and he will get in for the 2 points to get this back to a 3-score game. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Fournette. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on Yeye Sports. The Bucs on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st down, Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Leonard Fournette, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing, and if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Rodgers Rodgers with a keeper. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Packers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for two. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last two drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
On play action, it's Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Fournette, a first down carry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now a play fake, Brady. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. So Brady and the Bucs need to work a little magic, third and long after that last sack. On play action, they'll throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Brady to throw for it on fourth down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Brady. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. And the Packersons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rodgers will try again on second down. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Carlton Davis picks it. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brady. And that is incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The Bucs try it on fourth down, but come up empty. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
26.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Sean Murphy Bunting. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, 5. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Brady going to throw here. Flush to his right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well,
he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
we've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, there it's silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard, and the Packers get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And Brady's throw there, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before before the 35. On play action, now Brady. There's Evans again, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from going up by 30. Extra point put through by Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper. They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone stallion with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me, pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. And check your tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Jake Camarda, set to do the honors, and off we go now from Tampa. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. In motion comes the tight end left. Right to the air is Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing is Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Alan Lazard, an 80-yard touchdown. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score. Packers 7, Buccaneers 7. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. He's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Bucs 1st down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. To throw, it's Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They will run for the first time here with White. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. White. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot because as the guy in the...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton from 3 yards out. And the Bucs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Succo. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taken from about the 12. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Evans in motion left. 1st down, here's White. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the 1st. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that 1st down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. How do they get in there and knock another one away? You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed, that time. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Tom Brady with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Succo. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To throw, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Here's Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Completes it again to Doubs. And he is going to have a Packers first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man. That's Lazard. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 46 yards. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. Crosby with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on. Both sides moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now,
going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Alan Lazard. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have moved out in front. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for his passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brady again. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. He's got room at the 30. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. They'll go up the middle with White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Opting to run again here with White. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And it's caught. Touchdown. Cade Otton. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Rodgers now on first down. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as it gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. So after the INT, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
26.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But whatever they called on defense, they made sure they were ready for the pass on that snap, made the proper adjustments, and helped force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Final shot before half for Rodgers. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. tip of the cap to them.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are all tied at 28. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
From the gun on third down, Brady. This is caught by Evans. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Running out of the gun with White. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Now, this has been all that we'd hoped for. Two of the game's all-time great QBs slugging it out in a one-score game here in the second half. First and 10, down at the 35. It'll be second down. From the 35 on second down, Brady. Finding Evans here, going across the middle of the field. There's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Caught on the right side by Jones. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
They got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pads?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people and power his way forward.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Watson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Crosby with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
On the handoff, this is White. Room here to run. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Brady now on first down. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's second down now. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Brady gives this to White. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. White again. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady as his guys have now moved out in front. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here. Brady will look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Rodgers now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a second interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 44 yards. Here's White. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rashad White with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point put through by Suckum. And the lead is up to 15 now. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. In motion left, the tight end. They'll run for it. This is White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Julio Jones from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Fields this way up at the 17. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers.
That's complete to Dobbs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. To try again after the sack. Rodgers. Man open, here is Jones.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On the sneak, Rodgers. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. It gives some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score
might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Rodgers again now. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Caught by Jones. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. 26. Rodgers now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jamel Dean. There he goes, right side. The 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Fields this way up at the 17. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. One last shot at the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And my goodness, another interception. And the Buccaneers.
Sorry, motherfucker.
But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Ain't that wrong with your fucking internet? Man, who wants some of them Golden States, man? And below you on up by 5. Oh boy, you got who that? Paul? What Magic? Who that? Who that?